And he, like I said, he can do anything he wants. I don't care if he wants to become a man. I'm not gonna say it's weird. Whatever.
No, if
or a woman, if he feels like he's a woman inside, that's great.
If his
But
journey,
don't call him brave and don't give him any more freaking awards.
If the thing that he went through and the thing that he went through inspires other people that don't feel comfortable with who they are to do it, that's great. But awards, I don't think so.
No.
What about Arthur Ashe? Didn't Arthur Ashe die of AIDS?
That was the award he got. He got the Arthur Award.
Arthur Ashe
Arthur
Award.
Ashe
Oh,
Award
that's right. You're
for
right.
bravery
Well,
in sport.
unfortunately, the liberals are going to continue this. So
While we're talking about black people, let's get back to Rachel
you.
Dolezal. While we're talking about black people, let's get
it's
back
going
to
to keep happening and happening.
All right.
happening.
Let's
All
get
right,
back to Rachel Dolezal, who's
I'm sorry,
a
there's a-
wannabe black person. And, look,
Have you-
again, you talk about the good that people do.
Have you seen Maya Rudolph's portrayal of her? It's very funny.
No, but I mean, I
She
will
looks just
applaud.
like her when she was white.
I will applaud this woman for, the whatever causes that she backed, being president of the NAACP
Bless you.
chapter over there where she was. I'll applaud her on that. But the fact that, first of all, this was someone, again, you talk about exploitation, Joe. This was someone that used racial bias as a way to get people in trouble in the past, to get her out of trouble in the past. And meanwhile, this was a falsified identity. And it's surprising to me. I mean, look, I think it's fitting that she lost her post
Oh, yeah.
with the
Oh, very.
NAACP. But this story is funny because she's got nowhere to go but down in terms of political circles because of what she's done. But now she's got nowhere to go but down on someone in terms of what they want to offer her, because Rachel Dolezal is being offered $50,000 to do 4 different porn scenes now.
Oh God.
Why?
Bless.
Why not?
It's going to be called Oreo.
She's not even good looking.
Black on the
Yeah,
inside,
she's
or
not
black
even
on the
good
outside.
looking.
white
Gonna
on
be
the
called banana.
No, she's not. And look, man, the fact of the matter is, from what I understand, she used being white as a time to actually sue. I think it was Howard University or
Yes,
something like that.
exactly.
She sued them at one time because she was. It's amazing to me that she actually became the leader of this after
Right.
she filed
Yeah,
a
I mean,
lawsuit
she became the leader
for a
'cause
black
she sued.
college keeping her out of because she was white. Look. Here's one thing I'm going to say, and this is the most important thing I'll say all night long, is that until we stop, all right, anybody who makes their paycheck off of crying out about the color of race, and I'm talking about
Al Sharpton.
white supremacists as well as Al Sharpton on either side.
Jesse.
Anywhere around the world, when you make your paycheck off of dividing races, you're the problem, not the solution. And progress only comes one death at a time, and when you die, the world will be a better place.
That's correct. All right.
Hey.
now, but let's get back to the more frivolous topic at hand. Are any of you interested in seeing Rachel Dolezal
No.
get
I
down?
am
No,
very much.
no, guys, she's not good looking.
Now,
she effed somebody. I want to see her get effed.
Well,
for a
by
change.
2 black guys and 2 white guys?
Well, you know what? And that brings up a point.
No. I want
Chinese finger cup.
Japan, baby. I've got your back, bro.
Wait, she could do a solo. It'd be
2
considered,
Japanese
it'd be
guys.
considered interracial.
Hold
porn.
on, everyone
Right?
talk one
like
at
a
a
pair
time.
of Chinese finger
One
cups.
at a time. We got everybody talking.
I got one thing.
Go ahead.
I think if she did a solo movie, it would be considered interracial porn, right?
That is brilliant, and I'm glad that you said that because I was going to ask all of you, how would she do interracial porn? If she's white and black, then the only way she does
Solo
interracial
masturbation.
porn,
By herself, dude.
or she has sex with an Asian guy.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I'm bringing in my Japan brothers over there.
In
Yeah.
which case, over there, she is known as Rachel Dolezal.
Right, exactly. So yeah,
Almost a whole show.
I'm giving it to the Japanese to like create some crazy ass porn with this bitch. So let's do it.
That's what I think that's what we should do. We should.
Tentacle porn.
We should send her to Japan.
Yes.
You're getting there, guys. Sorry.
Yep.
Then she's gonna all of a sudden she's gonna straighten her hair and dye it black. She's gonna like put tape on the side of her eyes and pull them back. You know, some Scotch tape.
Holy moly, dude.
Yeah, right.
Let's see how far she can go.
Look,
Start wearing like kimonos.
hey, look,
and
if
shit.
people will actually
Yeah.
stop looking at people's
Soldier
color
Boy.
and get over it. Hey, man, I ain't perfect, dude. I'm not gonna say I'm but don't spend all your time pointing out what color you are or how your hair looks, and maybe it won't be a big deal. You know what I mean? There's just too much money to be made in being the victim of a racist thing, and that's always been an issue.
It's so stupid. This
There's
whole
too much
race
government
thing
money
is so
to come
dumb.
into it. Yeah.
Dumb. Just be cool.
Hey, this is going out
As
to anybody
Fonzie
out
said back in 1976, just be cool.
That's it. Hey, and he
Be
said,
cool.
"Hey," I think too, right?
Hey.
All right, one last topic.
One last topic.
One last topic for the show. It's a pleasure. You know, Ben Charles, Miguel Hito It's the fearsome foursome, though, because we've got Dos Jota, Jesus Julio, and the great Reverend Joey T all among you for this show. This is the platform of folks that really made this show possible for 4.5 years.
The platinum form.
There you go.
This is like the Yankees old timer game.
This
is
is
Yogi Bear's
So,
here. and
yeah, I was about to
stuff.
say, what's up, Yogi?
This is like the Internet
Stole my
Radio
picnic basket?
Hall of Fame. If we, we're so full of ourselves that we would say that, which we are.
And we do love Caleb, who was on vacation.
Yes,
this
we
week.
do miss the great, C squared.
That's
the
the only
great
reason.
Caleb
That's the only
Crispy.
reason I'm here.
He's well. Don't feel sorry for him because he's on a
He's fucking
celebrity.
Bermuda.
He's on a celebrity cruise right now
Okay.
Asshole.
What?
in
What?
Bermuda
With who? How? When?
with his whole family.
With celebrities?
No, it's the cruise line.
I'm like,
That's what I was thinking the same thing,
I'm
Joe.
like, what?
I was like, who's he out there with?
What is David Hasselhoff eating a cheeseburger
Yeah, it's
off
like,
the
come
floor of the
on.
boat or something? What's going on?
Oh, baby.
I mean, is he out? I mean, is Bjork on that cruise?
Wow.
Well,
I mean, come on.
No, there's nobody being beaten at the time.
Well, it's a celebrity cruise, and they're actually stopping at David Copperfield's island, and they're not allowed off until they give them a beach.
Wow. That sucks, dude. I'm not going on that cruise. Bro.
It's magic.
Can you pay for
Hey,
it?
hey,
That's
oh,
def-
look, it's in your mouth and not in my hand.
That's definitely an excursion I'm not going on.
You
know
have
what
to
I mean?
play with his magic wand.
You're like, do you want to go on the David Copperfield excursion? You're like, no, I'm
No.
out.
He
dude.
wants to get in your
Yeah.
Great Wall of China.
There is no escape.
We'll give you $100. No, I'm out. I'm out.
Oh, look, I just impaled you with a sword.
That's the free bonus excursion they give you. If you sign up now, you'll get the free David Copperfield.
Hence
deal.
Japan. I still want that katana.
All right.
Oh, I'm thinking
Katana.
of sword. Okay. Anyway,
sure you want that
one last
tanto?
story.
Katana. Sorry.
One last story. We're talking about, racial confusion, identity disorders, if you will. Identity confusion. And if anything would exacerbate this even further, imagine this story. Okay, this is a restaurant known as BJ's Restaurant and Brew House. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know the one.
Ironically named since we were talking about Copperfield Island.
Right.
Right.
Okay. But look, hey, what would you guys do to get I know you haven't had the food because we don't have a BJ's here, even though they have
No,
100.
we do have a BJ's here.
A
They
BJ's
were at the Strass Center. They just wouldn't bring their beer because the company didn't think that it was to their benefit.
There's a BJ's restaurant
Yeah,
here?
Yeah.
Because
Are
apparently
you
there's
serving BJ's, Mike?
Yeah. What? No. Hey. Oh, my God. Why? This is not good.
apparently there's 163 of these BJ's restaurants. I've never heard of this place.
I haven't either.
Yeah, they make their beer's pretty good.
But there's 163 of them. What
It's
would
like
you
hops.
guys do if you had the food? What would you guys do for a $10,000 gift card? I mean, you can get a lot of mileage. out of-
10,000, that's a-
yeah,
that's a big gift
$10,000
card.
gift card. You're going to get a lot of mileage from a restaurant, right?
Definitely.
10,000?
Wait, so they're giving me a $10,000 gift card?
I would
to the
No,
restaurant?
I would butt chug one of their red ales.
It's a
Oh,
giveaway.
okay. So what will you do to get the
It's a
$10,000?
giveaway, right?
Okay.
All right.
So what would you do? Now, this is what they want.
All right.
They came out with these new dishes. They call them quinoa bowls. Now, quinoa, it's like all the rage nowadays. It's considered one of
Right.
the superfoods,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Have
And,
no idea.
It's spelled
What's-
Quinoa.
What's quinoa?
Right, like the commercial says.
I love that commercial.
But they have these new quinoa bowls. They're really trying to promote this. So
It's like a
If-
rice thing.
if you want
wheat.
to
It's like wheat balls.
if you want to win a $10,000 gift card, all you have to do is name your child quinoa.
I think
Quinoa.
it's probably already been done, hasn't it? You kidding me?
I-
Somebody
I-
missed that one
I
already?
heard of an Aquafina. I've heard of a Nestle.
That's silly because you're going to have all kinds of people naming their kids Kiwa now. I mean, I just named my next kid Kiwa right now.
What's
Quinoa.
What's quinoa?
Not
Whatever,
quinoa.
whatever the
Quinoa.
hell it is.
I mean,
I'll
make
name
sure
my
you
kid.
look. If you're gonna do it, Jesus, make sure you get the name right. I mean, you're already going. You're gonna embarrass
Quinoa?
your child
What
for
is
life.
it again?
Dude, I
Quinoa?
heard of a kid named, and I don't know if this is true, but his name is Lemon Aluo. It's lemon jello, but if you pronounce it the lemon
Limoncello?
Limon hello.
hello, yes, his name's Lemon hello.
That is
Is
correct.
his first name. It's lemon jello is his first name. It exists. So I don't think, dude. I name my kid. First of all, I gotta have a kid. And I don't-
What about that guy with the crazy name? That was
can you
like-
name your puppy that? Does that work? Because I get a new dog.
We got to look up the craziest names.
I'm
in
just
the
not ready to have a kid. Just name him Quino.
You guys remember
granola.
when you were a kid, and which for us is all a long time, but when we were kids,
I don't remember, Ben. I know I don't.
when we were kids, and you first started talking to your folks about the origin of your name, you got curious about why you were named what you were named, right?
Yeah.
You talked to your folks. typically the story tends to be that it's a familial salute.
Right,
you
right,
know,
right.
It's a reference to someone.
You're a
from
junior or a second or a third.
Yeah, it's like an ancestral
Right.
shout out, if you will. So my name's Quinoa, and I'm talking to my mom one day, and I'm like, "Hey, so quinoa. I mean, that's like a superfood. That's kind of an unusual name, Mom. So like, why did you name me Quinoa?" Imagine how pissed off you're going to be when you find out that the reason they named you that was for a $10,000 gift card.
And you didn't even get the money? I mean, if they put it in like a college fund for you, I'd be like, all right, good point. I'm down because by the time I could be 30.
Right?
Yeah,
but I,
mean,
think isn't it a $10,000 worth of food? It's worth of food.
Yeah, but you
Now,
could probably
now
sell
where's
to
this
someone.
food from again?
BJ's restaurant.
Which
I
we
know,
never
they're
had, so we
American.
don't even know if it's any good.
Ooh, sweetie.
Does it have to be a first name? Could be a middle
BJ's,
name.
BJ's has all kinds. It's like Hops. Picture the store. Remember Hops? How they made their own beer on site.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Got it. Okay.
Well, I would if I had to do that to my son, his first name would be Quinoa, and then I would respect our Japanese friends, and whatever the Japanese word is for massive girth, that'd be his middle name. So he'd have a little, he'd have something good there.
So he would go by his middle name.
Exactly. He would
huge
go
job.
with,
His name would be Quinoa Girder.
No, so
Like a big
Japan,
girder or something.
call
Yeah, right.
in, tell us whatever the name is for massive girth. That's what we. That's what the
Not
middle
on a
name's gonna
gorilla.
be.
But you can't call in tonight.
Yeah,
Well,
everything's.
but that's what his
Send
middle
us a-
name would
send
be.
us an email
I,
at
would-
thatcranial
I would
illusion
respect him
show.com.
for that. I'd screw him on his first
You
name.
know what,
but
dude?
then
It's not worth it for your kid.
give him a good middle name.
My buddy's kid's name is Quinton Superfly Blank. I'm not going to say the last name. Quinton Superfly last name.
I'm a little jealous.
It's a pretty badass middle
I would
name.
love to write that down every time somebody asks me for my name.
But guys, this is the point that I'm making: is that it's one thing. Okay, look,
Is it my turn yet?
look. If it's if you're naming a kid and say you're getting six figures,
yeah,
out
good
of
money.
it,
It's worth it.
that's worth it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But $10,000 for shitty bar food
Here's one thing I've noticed.
I see your point there.
Here's one thing I've
to
noticed.
scar your child for life.
And this might answer your question, is that you can give a kid a weird first name, but he better be pretty good looking and good at sports. Otherwise, life's going to be a little tough for him. Because the dudes with the crazy names that are good at sports and good looking, they get even better. It's kind of like a thing that pushes them farther. Kids that are a little
Or if their
introverted.
middle name is massive girth. I mean, that,
Right.
that'll
Well,
get
I'm
him
saying
far,
I'm
too.
going to work on that there for you, Mark. I'll get you that name so that if you ever have another kid, you can name him Massive Girth. God, but you know what? What if he doesn't, and you're just setting him up for failure when he gets there with the ladies, and they're like, "Oh, I'm ready for Massive Girth." He's like, "Well,
He ain't gonna fail. Not if he's
they
coming
sh-
from
they
my
should-
loins.
They should have called me. They should have called me Pencil Thin.
Ain't
I
gonna
don't know.
happen.
Whatever, dude. It's all good.
They're going to call you Wee Willie Winky.
Is it time to wrap the show up, Ben? Is that it?
my turn.
All right, you go,
We're
man.
on our
Yeah.
phones now.
I know everybody's like talking on the
Guys.
Mickey's on his phone.
Sancho,
Yes.
if I could for just a minute.
I will talk about Cherry 2000.
Well, if I could for a minute, I
Go
got to
ahead.
lead into this. You got to allow me this courtesy. For the two of you, well, Joe's familiar with this. Please don't eat the frickin' chips in the microphone.
Fine.
Oh, that's
I'm hu-
Sancho.
I'm
Sorry.
hungry.
I've got two people off the reservation over here. Jesus, this is new for you, but what we do is we always end the show with what Sancho learned.
It's a
Okay.
recap. A recap.
Right.
It's a
Right.
recap, and Sancho is actually quite astute when he's not chomping on chips and being a
I'm so
douchebag on
Sancho,
the microphone.
Sancho.
About to end like a half hour ago. I'm so hungry.
Okay.
Seriously,
It's 10:15. I'm
would you
hungry.
swallow before you tell us what you learned, please?
Sorry. Okay.
But Sancho kind of summarizes all the events that we've talked about.
Right.
So we're going to end the show.
Wow.
Sancho,
Let's see
what did you learn?
What'd you learn today?
Sorry, I was.
And would you really, seriously, you have been,
I just learned something walking out that door.
I
Right now.
noticed the girl's fanny. I was looking at the fanny.
you have noticed that the entire show.
I know I have. I was looking.
That was like the Doppler
Hey,
effect, the way the lines get
hey,
closer and move
horizontal
apart. That was
stripes
crazy.
make it look bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I learned that horizontal stripes make butts look bigger.
Okay.
Thank God there's no speaker outside.
Yeah.
Hey, funny. You like it? I learned that reunited feels so good.
It does.
It does.
I'm going to put that song probably in my Power Ballads album.
I think we're going to do that one, yeah.
Yeah. I learned that
You know what I learned is that
technology is not always what it's made out to be.
I learned that I have to listen to you eating chips while you're doing your summary.
No,
That's
it's
what I
okay.
learned.
It's okay. I learned that living in this country is very hard because I wasn't making as much money as in St. Pedro Sula.
When you were stealing cocaine?
No, those